Where's Derek?
Derek who?
You know who.
Yeah, I know.
You think you can do this?
I'm kind of sad you have to ask me that.
I mean, I know we twins and all, and that people think that, all twins are the same.
Hey, man, I totally didn't piss the top bunk last night.
Yeah, well, that's because I made you wear a diaper.
Oh, man.
What are you
Oh.
doing in my seat, man?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. Sorry,
That's
sir.
right.
Get back over there with the
Sorry.
crew.
That's why Mama likes me better. Well, nice of you to join us.
Yeah, well, it was rough getting here. I'm not gonna lie.
What was you on an air looked like you went to Hawaii to help them with some volcanoes or something.
No, man, I was at this 80s convention. I was repping Magnum PI.
80s.
I thought I was going to be the only Magnum PI there, and there were quite a few, actually. I was shocked. But anyway, they lost my luggage. So
Magnum PI, Tom
this
Selleck.
is my digs.
Tom Selleck.
That's right.
You look more
Oh,
like
yeah.
Tom Shellac.
Shellac.
Yeah, you look like you got shellacked.
Shalom.
I don't even know what that means, but it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess I'm glad you're back. Sorry to my twin over there, Rob. Keep that duct tape, bitch.
Why is he such an ass?
Dude, evil twin. You ever heard that phrase? Evil twin?
Yeah.
That's my evil twin? Well, that's my evil, mentally challenged twin.
Okay.
Hey, while you were gone, remember I was telling you I'd like to get in to do some music interviews with some local talent, which this town has a lot of that. Matter of fact, I'm sitting next to, some of it. It'd be nice if you'd reciprocate. Yeah, man, you got some skills too, Bob.
Everybody already knows.
Well, I know that. I am a legend in my own mind. Anyway, maybe even get some national talent, but went ahead and set us up
Look at this, baby.
with Metal and Mortgages interview coming to you.
Ready to hit the road.
You see this in your face, you better be bringing it.
That's right.
All right, then. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back over here, just because I'm bad like that. I'll be like knocking it off.
So if anybody wants this thing in their face, PM us.
Do you have a good flight? Did you fly or did you drive?
Man, it was awesome. They had...
You didn't answer my question.
What's the question?
Did you fly? If you wore headphones, you would know what my question was.
Well, you said, did I have a good time? I caught
Did you fly or did you drive?
Both.
You drove to the airport and then you flew.
Both. There was
That's a loaded
It was a
question.
single engine Cessna and then a Greyhound.
Buddy Holly killing plane. Was it like?
There was no meal on the flight whatsoever, other than a few hard-boiled eggs.
Were there some large boobies to watch bouncing while?
No.
No.
No,
Sorry.
that was on.
I shouldn't do that, man. I just bought another mic.
That was on the bus.
It still smells like a tariff.
So all I had was this, and since it's football season,
Yeah.
This is
Who's
the,
that? Where's that at?
this is the closest thing to a
Alabama.
to a football or a sports jersey that I had.
I kind of like it. I mean, the good thing about that is it doesn't have to be NCAA licensed, so it costs probably a third of what the other ones would have cost.
Actually, to be honest, catch that, guys. To be honest, this was
You're welcome.
This was my mother's. We found this in the attic.
What?
She used to wear this in like '84.
I like that shirt, dude. I do.
Right.
I do.
Nice.
I just wish you had a chest to go with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
see?
boom, boom, boom. Don't make me come over there.
Hey. Whoa. That's my brother. I meant to say something.
Okay.
You got,
All
I can be rude to my brother, but that's my brother.
Gotcha.
I mean, we brothers, right? All right, dog.
From another mother.
I need to wash that now.
I have been in Florida recently. So.
Oh, so I probably just got HIV. Was you in Fort Lauderdale? Was you in Naples?
Naples? No. Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Speaking of Jacksonville, did you hear what happened to Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit?
Get up.
The roof
Come on.
came down, literally, on top of his pedal board. It was raining.
Was he in Jacksonville?
And I don't know. I don't remember where it was.
Well.
But anyway, this week, the he was playing. They were playing break stuff, actually.
Oh,
and the
my
roof-
God.
The roof fell. Tons of water just completely soaked Wes and ruined his pedal board.
Whoa.
They couldn't finish the show. Of course, they were only one song away from finishing. And then later on, he posted a picture on, I think, Instagram of all his pedal boards fried and
Dude,
taken
you've
apart.
got to share that photo. If you can dig it up, man, throw it on this video.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, my God. I'd like to see that. Because I know him, man. He's got, I mean, I don't know him, but I know how he is. His board's probably massive.
Oh, he was pissed.
That's why I went, Helix over here. Little bitty. I had this big giant board, all these pedals, and I'm at tap dancing during the show. Dude, I can barely put this hand over here and this hand here when I'm playing, let alone tap dancing.
Right.
So I just went with the Helix simple. So yeah, I know Wes has a big old board.
I heard he got pissed and he wrecked the rest of his gear on purpose on stage, but I didn't see that yet.
Knowing him, he'll probably take all the parts and put it back together in his own creative way and make something even cooler. He's just so creative, man. That dude's got some skills.
I still don't know why people are still dancing around on all these pedals and they make pedal boards because with Axe Effects and probably like the Helix, it comes with a.
Well, I've got the Helix because XFX 2 had been out for so long at that point, and while they've been very good about the updates and the firmwares and the doing all that stuff, giving you new stuff for it every 3-6 months, whatever. I just liked the Helix combined with this guy here. You put those two together.
I can call that
Shuriken.
Variax.
The Shuriken. Yes, it's a James Tyler, not Taylor, Variax, but it's the Stevic McKay from 12-Foot Ninja. Mm-hmm. He is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
They do those comedic music videos, right?
Well, yeah, their videos are very comedy. They do a lot of blood and gore, but it's done in a comic way. They're from Australia. Yes, very very talented band. If you don't have 12-Foot Ninja in your playlist, you've got to add 12-Foot Ninja to your playlist. But yeah, he worked with Line 6 and Yamaha and designed that guitar, and it just, I can go from standard tuning to 8-string tuning to in a beautiful acoustic at the click of a button. So
that's
it's a great live guitar. So yeah. You weren't here when me and my brother did the other show. Hope you don't mind, man. I had some news I just needed to get out. I didn't want to let too much time go by before I spoke on.
Yeah, someone told me you did something
our
on
loss of Mrs. Aretha.
That's right. Someone told me you did something.
Yeah. It's me and Rob tried to sing it. He just he don't give back like he receives. You know what I mean?
He has a problem with the high notes unless.
When I do, you better think. He's like, think.
He has a problem with the high notes unless somebody's behind him.
Golly, man.
That's right.
You didn't see that, did you? Be glad. You'll probably whip his ass. Speaking of the late, great Aretha, Stevie Wonder said that Aretha was killed by global warming.
What? Is this real?
Okay, yes. This is real news, not fake news. Now, he didn't say that the melting polar ice caps is what killed her. She died of pancreatic cancer. Poor lady. What he actually said was that those who don't believe in it or don't believe in climate change, he said, and this is somewhat of a quote, I just feel that all these various diseases that we have and all these things that are happening in the world are in part because there are those who don't believe in global warming don't believe that what we do affects the world. What we eat affects the world and affects us. Now, that's very true. What we eat, we've been trained wrong. We've been trained to eat by big food and big pharma, all the big, food companies out there. But that ain't global warming. So this just proves that libs will even use the death of a longtime friend to promote an agenda.
Well, Stevie's getting old, and have you?
I need to get my keyboard back out and put on my shades. And
Have you seen?
Isn't she lovely? How do you know? You've never seen her.
There are quite a few videos on YouTube where people claim that Stevie Wonder can actually see. There's shots of him playing a show where a mic stand falls over, and I think he grabbed.
He could hear it, man. I'm telling you, dude. They have heightened other senses. You know why he's such a grump? You would be too if you've been paying $20,000 a month child support on some kids you ain't never seen. Get it?
Yeah,
That was a joke. I don't know what he pays in child
You know-
support or if he does pay child support, but I thought it was funny.
you know where I kind of stand on that, and we won't get into a whole big thing, but
K-Fed.
man, he hit the pussy Powerball. The government should not be involved in marriage or relationships or kids or anything like that. I don't believe.
Well,
Unless you're trying to pull a child out of a dangerous situation, now that's a different thing.
I
But
fully understand because I've been there myself. Now, luckily, I don't even want to use that term, luckily. My baby mama kind of dipped when my daughter was real young. So one thing we did agree on was that we would never involve the government in the raising of our kid, even though she ran off and did really wrong things with her life. She at least made the wise choice not to involve the government in our kids' lives. At the birth, they asked me if I wanted to cut the cord, and I said, is there anyone more qualified? And the doctor's like, no, you can go ahead and cut the cord. I'm like, well, will you knock like $500 off the bill if I do? He was like, you're really telling jokes right now? I'm like, no, I'm being serious.
yeah.
Plus, I was afraid like an olive would pop out. She tend to drink.
But K-Fed, he just got a raise, right?
He was trying to get a raise. Now, this was a couple of months ago, but I don't know that it's, if anything's come out of it yet. He was getting $20,000 a month for the 2 children.
This is
Britney
Britney Spears' ex-husband.
It was one of her backup dancers that when she went through her crazy phase back in the mid 2000s, she hooked up with him and had a couple of kids. I don't know if they got married or not. I'm sure they did. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
And his full name is Kevin Federline.
Feder, yes, with the D.
A.K.A. Pussy Powerball jackpot winner.
I think she went to jail or something, and she buzzed her head, got DUI or something,
Yep.
and went all ape shit, and got the old Sinead O'Connor haircut and cue ball look. He got the kids, man. Got full custody, and I think $20,000 a month.
I think she had an umbrella in her hand and was like smacking a car, like scratched
I don't
up,
remember that,
tried
dude.
to break a window.
So many crazy things go on with these damn celebrities that I can't keep up. So I just quit trying. But I know that he was getting $20,000 a month, $10,000 per kid per month, and he has 4 other kids with. I don't know if it's one woman or other, different women.
Jeez.
So yeah, apparently K-Fed likes to lay some pipe, but
we spoke about Bring Me the Horizon last episode about the teaser.
Yes, we
stuff they were
did.
putting
Yes,
out. And now they have released. I'm sure there'll be a video, but they did release the audio for the new single called Mantra.
I think I saw it. I didn't click on it yet because I'm too busy doing other things.
Like they kind of said that they were leaning towards 21 Pilots. It's still got the heavy guitars, but it kind of goes more electronic.
Is it like 80s digital?
I don't know if I'd call it. I need to hear it with headphones.
Like the New Order kind of stuff.
I need to hear it with headphones. There's definitely some synth in there.
Treat me like you do.
There's kind of a blurred line between the heavy guitars and the synth kind of thing, The keyword mantra, okay, of the name of the song,
right?
It's sampled. It's like some European lady or something. The music stops and it says it, and then it kicks back in. It's kind of different.
I'll have to check that out, man. Well, but how else would you have ended up with that awesome shirt?
That's true. It makes.
Can
it
I
all,
borrow that? What size is that? Extra small?
Yeah.
Is that a medium?
I don't know.
I'm a 2X.
I
got these double D cups.
I think on the tag it just says fantastic.
By the way, I joined Space Force.
Did you hear about the guy that stole a commercial airliner in Seattle?
Huh?
Yeah. So
How the hell you get away with that one?
So this dude's like, I don't know. I think he's like 30 or something. Anyway, yeah, he's just a technician out there, I guess, helping, running those carts and doing whatever they do. Maybe he even works on the planes or something. But yeah, he just snaps, hops in a airliner and hits the runway.
Just kind of like joyriding?
Yeah, just takes off by himself.
How you gonna do that after 9/11, man? That is like a F. Sorry, I don't know all these big names of these Air Force planes. Like a F-15 and just shoot you down, man.
Yeah, well, they had fighter jets following them.
That's
Okay.
See,
The audio,
Bob knows better.
the audio you can pull up and listen to. The full audio's there, and he just sounds like a really cool dude. He just really
He
does.
sounds cool. You want to
Yeah.
like hang out, hang with the guy, like have beer, Netflix and chill.
Yeah, like yeah, for real. Like they they flew jets in because they didn't know what he was gonna do.
Hell no, you don't know if they're gonna.
Yeah, you don't know.
Drop it into a damn building. Plus, Colorado, they got some bunkers up there, don't they?
Yeah,
Some
well,
of the, like the military bunkers.
apparently he was looking for the Olympics, which I didn't know
That's
was
where
going on.
isn't like a NORAD there or something like that too in Colorado?
know.
Something like that. Anyway,
But he was flying over, going, "Hey man, where's it? Can you see the Olympics from here?" And he's talking real lackadaisical.
Olympics? What
Yeah.
Olympics?
I don't know. That's why I was confused because this happened recently.
I mean, that's
And
not on
so-
TV, so
Yeah, I don't know. So he's flying around. And he's like, "How high up do I have to get to pull off a barrel roll? You think like 5,000?" And then they're finally like,
what do they mean? Yeah, man, you need to climb to about 8,000 feet and then slam hard to the left and
"Yeah,"
and then
But
pull
he's
back
like-
to the right.
but he sounded real cool. He's like, "Man, I'll probably be in jail for life for this, huh?" And he starts laughing. And he's like,
Wow.
and then they try to get him to turn around. "Hey, let's just start doing a hard left so we can try to put her down and not hurt anybody." He goes, "Oh, well, man, I didn't mean to ruin anybody's day here. I don't know about landing it. I really just thought this would be it, And anyway, he ends up crashing into some island. And I don't think he made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So-
Damn.
But if you listen
Well,
to
maybe
the
that was
audio,
on his bucket list.
if you listen to the audio, you know what I'm saying. Like, he just sounds like a cool guy that just went.
And there's
"Ah."
not been any like follow up where they dug into his life, found out he just got divorced and didn't or lost his job or whatever. Something. There's got to be a trigger, man. Sorry,
It's-
I got some dust.
Well, he said, "I have a lot of people who love me, and they're going to be real disappointed about it." He said that over the
Wow.
thing, and
Yeah.
but he
Well,
was
all I
just
have
he
is you.
seemed like a happy dude. He was like, "Man, it's beautiful up here," and all this.
So he was a pilot. I mean, obviously.
No, he wasn't. He goes, "I've played video games, and so
Oh
I'm
my
pretty good with it."
God! Was it Grand Theft Airplane?
He said that I've played video games, so I'm pretty good with it.
Oh my God!
But he said, "I don't know about putting it down."
Switching from one mode of transportation to another. I keep seeing on the news stories, both like local news and national news, and on like social media news and website news, etc. There's a shortage of truck drivers in this country. We do not have enough truck drivers to drive all the merchandise that we consume and order and buy. I mean, then some dumbass be texting, you end up running them over, and then whoever got ran over is like, "I seen a commercial. I'm gonna call that lawyer. 80,000-pound monsters out
Shannara.
here." Yeah. Call Alex.
The bigger the truck, it seems like the less respect you get.
Yeah.
The larger the truck you drive.
The ones I don't care for are like the FedEx ones that I don't know if they call them tandem or like piggyback or those it's two cargo boxes
Mm-hmm.
and they're tied to
Yeah, there's a little dangerous.
that's a little dangerous. I actually know somebody who drives one of those, and I don't know how he does it, man. He
The Venezuelan president recently.
man, that place is a train wreck. That place is a shithole.
Well,
Donald Trump style. So.
he almost lost his life. He almost got assassinated, and I'm pretty sure this is probably the first assassination attempt with a homemade. Well, I say homemade, but cheap drone. 2 drones.
Really.
He was doing a speech in front of the whole whatever in like a town square situation, and a drone's flying around. You can see him on the video, looking at it, and then all of a sudden it explodes, and then his bodyguards come up with those Kevlar
I got
shields
you.
or whatever, and
Yeah.
they hop in front of them.
Wow, man.
And then there was a second one, and then it exploded somewhere near the crowd.
Damn. Was anybody injured in the
nope.
crowd that you know of?
Nope, failure.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean,
But yeah, somebody tried to assassinate
that place is
him
a mess, man.
with
That
drones.
whole area is just a big mess.
So I guess they had just some type of explosive just on the drone, and they just didn't get it low enough. It exploded in the air above them.
Oh man, did you ever eat the Nabisco animal crackers? Come in a little box.
Man, yeah, it's on one of my favorite movies, The Burbs. You ever seen that with Tom Hanks from the 80s?
I know the movie you're talking about. I know exactly the
Man,
movie
that's
you're
a
talking about.
classic.
I still
If
haven't.
y'all haven't seen The
watched it,
Burbs,
man. I may
go
have
check it
watched
out.
it back then. I used to smoke weed, so I
got
may
Corey-
just forgot.
It's got Corey Feldman in it, too.
What about Corey Haim? You don't see
No,
Feldman
he's
without
not.
Haim.
No, he's not in there.
Damn it!
But anyway, one of the characters is on the roof, being a lookout.
And he's eating animal crackers?
He's in military get up, and he's eating animal crackers
Well, the box
with a sniper rifle.
for 116 years. That box has had the animals. Usually, they have like 4 different animals, and the animals change. Through the different eras. Be a lion, an elephant, a tiger, and a giraffe. Well, PETA, the people for the ethical treatment of animals,
This is not going to be good.
they got involved because I guess
animals?
there's nothing better to do right now. There are no better causes. There are, I guess, all the animals all over the world have been saved and taken care of. So now they're worried about freeing animals that are fictitious and drawn on a
Oh,
box.
so this is not about how they make the animal crackers.
No, I don't think they made with actual animals.
Right.
So, because I used to think that, and I'm like, let's try an elephant.
It all tastes the same.
Let's try a giraffe. Tastes like the elephant. They wanted the animals on the box to be free. I actually saw the boxes. I was kind of like, this is why I always say that PETA stands for people eating tasty animals.
So, I do not have cable.
Me either.
So I can't watch this. And so, but I do know about it, and I'm going to continue to be following this story. The Discovery Channel is putting out an episode called, I think, Cooper's Treasures or Cooper's Treasure or something.
Like DB Cooper?
No.
No. Okay.
Gordon Cooper was an astronaut, I think like 60s and 70s.
Your mother's an astronaut.
And basically,
No offense, Debbie.
I've seen him on many UFO things. Warning,
Conspiracy theory.
thank you. And he's been open late in his later years in life. He's been very open about things that UFOs he saw in space, and he believes in aliens. The government's covering this up, and all these things. Well, they sent him up one time on one of his orbits in space, and gave him some type of long range detector to detect, nuclear facilities. Also over the ocean, it would detect things below the ocean surface. And so, Mr. Cooper, being he was kind of a avid kind of treasure hunter, and so while he was up there, he used the instrument to map out and locate longitude and latitude of anomalies that are below the ocean, like shipwrecks and things. He was a longtime friend of a treasure hunter, like a guy that really did this for a living, that did shipwrecks. And his son obviously became real close with Gordon Cooper. And when he was at the end of his life, he gave this guy a stack of files.
Oh, wow.
And
That
it's
stuff's worth gold.
yeah, and it's got all the maps and everything of where these shipwrecks are and other things. And on one of these, he found parts of supposedly the Columbus expedition, Okay.
Wow.
And in this most recent episode that's about to come out, and this person that has done this all his life with his father, and now he's a lifetime like shipwreck hunter. They dove down at one of Cooper's sites and found what they're calling a USO. Okay, an unidentified submerged object. Yes. He says this is not a ship. It's covered in coral. It's got like 5 or 6 arms or whatever coming off of it. They look like gun barrels, but it's not a aircraft carrier.
You thinking it's something not of this earth?
That's what he said.
Wow.
He's saying this is, could be either like the lost city of Atlantis, or maybe a USO or UFO sunken on top of what used to be some type of a city. But if you see pictures of this thing, it's pretty wild, man. And, this guy's saying that this is groundbreaking. Now, they may just be trying to suck viewers in. I don't know. But this guy seems pretty legit. I looked him up, and it all checks out. So I'm very interested to see what is this anomaly that he's found. Oh, it's under the Bermuda Triangle, too, by the way.
Which is in Bermuda.
Right. Right.
I know where that is.
And it's in shallow water. And it's had coral grown on it, I mean, for years. He said this thing is thousands of years old. What would you think would be the motivation for covering up the knowledge that we're not alone?
It could affect some people's belief structure in religion. It could. I don't really know. I don't really know. Me myself. It'd be cool, but I don't keep my head looking up at the sky all the time. I got too much down here that I'm trying to keep together.
Right. So. Well, a lot of people, when you ask that question, they say because the government doesn't think we can handle it. They think there would be mass hysteria. Break down religious beliefs and all of these things.
Well, we've made it through 18 months of a TV star billionaire being our president. So, nothing against the guy.
True. And initially,
I think we're ready.
Right. Yeah. No.
We need something to bring us back together, because we are torn apart. We're no longer friends, neighbors, and brethren. We are whites, blacks, and Asians, and males and females, and transgenders, and all that. That's, what? We're still humans, man. We all cut us open. We're all going to bleed the same blood. We're all going to have the same heart, same brain.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I don't believe racism or anything will stop unless we stop acknowledging it. I don't know why you still have to check on a job application what race you are,
I went to the eye doctor last week for my annual, and they made me do an update because now they have a new privacy policy, which I read on there, and it's sure thing. Basically, I'm giving them the rights to sell all my information. What, we need another 9/11. I know it's sad that I don't want to say that, but we need something to bring us back together again, because it's been really, really, really bad, and it'd be awesome if it was something cool like this kind of information. I'd rather it be positive, cool information like this than to be tragedy.
Right. Well, and again, most people's answer is, well, they've covered it up because we can't handle it. And I think initially that probably was the motivation. But I think what it turned into was that, number one, once you tell the biggest lie in history, it's kind of hard to backtrack and go, oops.
You just blame it on prior administrations.
But the main thing is that what I think they saw was, and if you look at any technology that's ever been developed to explore space, the only way that it got funded to where it could be used to explore space was because the military saw a use for it on the ground. Exactly. So, and then by developing a technology that that could be used militarily, and we could benefit from that, then the astronomers got the funding to be able to use the technology to explore space. And so what I think is that is that the reason, the real motivation of covering up alien life is not that we can't handle it. It's because there are trillions of tax dollars every year that go where. They're not going to, they can't just come out and say what it is, but this is a way to funnel it in and then smoke screen it with NASA and say, oh, well, we're using this for this. But even, who was it, Rumsfeld? Didn't he come out and say,
Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah, we don't know where $2.1 trillion is.
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that these are going into black budget programs that may or may not be researching alien technology. But just to kind of conclude my thoughts on that whole thing is that some of NASA is real and some of it is not. Some of the moon landings happened. Some of them were fake. Some of the launches into space are real research, but for the most part, I believe most of the tax dollars that go to space exploration, we don't know what they're doing.
Well, I mean, we don't know what they're doing with any of our damn money.
What's up with all this?
Hey, new intern, man. Sorry, the other ones they had a softball game or something to go to.
This one's on you. I'm not tying this one up.
Well, I don't need to.
You hired her.
I'll do that later. Hey, I got an idea. Perfect way for you to meet a lady. We're gonna start our own dating site. I mean, I don't need one because I'm good.
We're gonna.
Me and one of the interns are shagging.
We're gonna start a day. Okay, what's different about this site that I don't know?
Well, you're gonna be able to check them out without a profile. Technically, you're gonna be able to check them out and learn a lot about them before contacting them.
I think most of them have this
because
I would imagine.
You don't have to be lonely on podcastersonly.com.
Oh God.
What? They'll be podcasters.
The radio show I listen to called Coast to Coast, they started one of those. It's called ParanormalDate.com.
See? I'm telling you, we could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody steals my idea, this is on record. I thought of it first.
Podcastersonly.com. There's something called Farmers Only as well?
What do you think I got the idea for? I mean, calling her and leaving her messages.
No.
Bitch.
Ooh, I bet that didn't turn out good.
So anybody who's not worried about Google should get their brain checked because they are a problem. They are going to be a problem, and I don't mean to
I don't
get us booted off of their YouTube, but there's other video areas we can go. So
yeah, I think it might turn out negative down the road if they. I don't know. They just don't seem to be too concerned with safety of certain technology.
Well, it's like they want everybody's intellectual property to be theirs. Like they're the only ones that are gonna have all this stuff.
That's a scary thing.
It's not. It's
and
Skynet, man. It's gonna happen.
You have to worry about who's in control of the AI, not necessarily the AI.
Are you from Alabama?
How long have you known me?
I'm just asking because, I mean, you're wearing the shirt. I didn't know if you were into the band Alabama.
I don't think I've heard one song from
Play
the band
me some
Alabama.
mountain music.
Okay. I've
like
heard that.
Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then I'll stroll on down the...
Play me some mountain music.
We did a Battle of the Bands that was judged by Tim Cook, their drummer.
Really?
Stroud, remember the Willie J's one?
So I was right next to this guy, and I had no idea who he was.
Yeah, Tim Cook.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, wow. Well, I'm just saying. I just was asking if you know, what do you think about people who are obviously not into metal wearing like Metallica shirts and Slayer shirts and like the Kardashians and Justin Bieber wearing that crap?
So I guess people want to call him out and say poser, right?
I mean, they probably don't know a single song, never heard a note of any of their songs, but they're wearing it because it's cool and trendy.
See, I can get away with this because it's a state as well. So
it's also a band.
Yeah, but I don't know the band, but is it okay that I wear the shirt even though I don't know the band?
Well, you live like 40 miles from where that band originated.
Am I guilty of...
I have Alabama vinyl.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a big country fan. I'm just saying.
You know this. I don't.
Can I
listen to
write
country.
like the state underneath, or up here write the state of, so I know which one you're trying to rep? Like, subscribe, and
Or don't. We don't care.
Be sure to DM. No,
We're gonna
now
keep
it's
doing-
called DM. I guess it's digital message.
That sounds pornographic, so I'm not using that.
DM
abbreviation.
Derek and tell him to go f himself.
Mantra.